Shit. It's legit. Hey. Entertainment is here. Coming from the streets. No deal. It's the Looney Show. We always keep it real.
So, guys, second episode. Immigration Nation.
Bruh. I can say this right now after watching episode 2. Latinos, y'all are your own worst enemy.
Oh gosh.
Y'all are your own worst enemy.
It was bad.
It is bad. I've seen some tap dancing in my life. But y'all are EGOTs when it comes to tap dancing for white supremacy.
Oh, wow. We tried to warn you. They use the same tactics on us. It's literally, they sit at the top and they make the decisions and use y'all to round up your own people.
And when I tell you, these people that are at the top, these brown people that are at the top, who are sitting here doing these things, rounding all these people up, it is absolute insanity to watch.
The guy said, hear me out. This Hispanic male said that his grandma came here illegally. So that means that she had children, which was able to have babies here in America, which made him legal. He said 2 of his relatives were deported. And he still felt like he had more rights to be here than the people he was rounding up. The irony, the only reason why you were a citizen is because your grandma was an immigrant. And you were able to be born here. 2 generations here. Wow. And you're not giving any of these people that opportunity. Same as what you receive from your grandma.
These people, literally, I have never... It's just for me, it's the proximity to whiteness.
Yeah.
For me.
Mm-hmm.
That was the most overarching theme through the people that were that are really over on ICE.
No, it really was.
It's the proximity to whiteness that they would sit there and go to this lengths that they go to just to be like, oh, I'm not like them. It's crazy.
Wow. So when they have the non-detainees, they're not even allowed to work. And what that means is, if we catch you in the bull coming through illegally, we detain you. But since our detention centers are so full, we have non-detainees, which we basically give you an ankle bracelet and say that you can't be 75 miles away from wherever the heck we put you. But you're not in a detention center because we ain't got no room. But you can't work. So how they eating?
It's inhumane. Period. This is not how you treat people. Period. I don't care what it is. This is just not how you treat people.
You're using your tax dollars to detain these people. Ankle bracelets. Feed them. Home them. But you won't allow them to come in and work and make their own living. You're already doing it. The whole process is backwards. It's backwards.
It's just...
Then they gotta keep coming to this office to get permission to work. Like, wow. Y'all gotta watch episode 2.
It's like this episode is just like for me. It just made me more upset. Obviously,
I don't know. It's just like it's ran by idiots. Like you can clearly just a regular person see all the
losers. All of you, they just ran by losers.
Losers. But what I was gonna say is you can clearly see all the holes and the dysfunction in this system. I'm like, what? How did that make sense? What?
The decisions they make and like how they come to their determination and logic makes no sense.
No.
ICE is literally like is literally a conspiracy theorist organization.
Well, look who's running it.
I know that, but
But
that's like literally what it is.
The head of that.
Yeah,
like it really is. It's the whole system. It's like what?
When you watch this and you're just listening to this, like listening to these people, you're just like, what?
Yeah.
You're like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
If you clearly have a brain, you're gonna be like, what?
What?
None of this makes sense.
None of it.
It really doesn't.
None of it makes sense. Anything that ICE is doing makes no sense. They are a nothing organization. They're just people with guns running around.
So guys, when they come here, regardless if they're immigrants or not, when they work, they pay taxes.
Every time.
But they don't get reimbursement at the end of the year like us. They can't officially claim. So that means that we're taking their tax money when they're working. They don't get no compensation if they're here. But instead, we're detaining them and using our tax dollars to support the detainments. How does that make sense? So we can get free money while they're here. But if we detain them, we're spending our money. What?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what it really turned out to be. I was like, what?
None of it makes sense. None of it.
Check your federal tax laws. They pay taxes. They just can't claim.
They can't claim anything. So it's just like.
So we're getting free money.
We're getting free money off of them
if they work, but if we detain them, we're using our money. That's where they're on food stamps type of thing comes in, guys. Because how you think they're eating if they're not working?
And they're not even. And the thing about it is, it's like they're not even on these programs. They can't get on these programs.
Well, while they were housed and detained. Yeah, they're being fed it out. All that is being paid by us. They're not being detained and not being fed or any of that.
We're paying for this.
That's us.
We're paying for this.
So how does that make sense?
None of it makes sense.
Yeah, like you think about it. So y'all, no, this.
And you know what the most interesting? You remember the most disgusting thing is that the people with the people that are separated, they don't know if their children are 17 and under. They don't know where they are.
Oh gosh. Okay, so remember the last episode, guys, when Looney read that statement in referencing to the executive order for children to no longer be detained separately from their parents. We all knew that was false because this is 2026, so clearly that is not continuing. That was false. They continue to detain children separately. Now, what Looney was just saying, that was the very horrible, scary, nasty truth of it, that if your child is separated from the parents, and if they're 17 or older, they cannot tell the parents where the kids are being detained. If the child is 17 or older, we can tell you where they are. So I can tell you where the adult kids are, but I can't tell you where the babies and children are being detained. What is the system doing? What are we doing with these kids? Are you telling me we can't tell the parents where little children are being held, but I can tell you where your 17-year-old is being held. What? What are we doing with these kids?
Thank you.
That doesn't sound right.
It
Does it?
It sounds.
Why would I not want to tell you where your little kids
predatory.
are? It does. It does not. I mean, anybody that has children, and you know your children, you want to know where your 5-year-old is.
I was just like, even for somebody it's like myself, it's just like I'm on the fence of
I want to know where my 17-year-old is.
I want to know. I would
want to
know where my child is. I want to know where my child is.
That does not make sense.
I would want to know where my child is.
Now, I'm giving you an option, but it's depending on the age and the younger.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound right. And now knowing what we know, Epstein and all this stuff coming out, it's very predatory.
Yeah.
Guys, what they doing. It makes sense.
Yeah, it's very predatory.
I was like, what?
It's predatory.
So you detain a 6-year-old and you can't tell me where my 6-year-old is. What? And knowing what we currently know. Funny. We got whole documentaries of Diddy and R. Kelly, but we still don't know what Epstein done. Oh.
Well, that I was just like,
wow.
Well, also that's why they're, bringing up this stuff. I mean, and we we really started watching this with the recent thing with ICE.
Yeah.
With the recent thing when they gunned down that woman,
Mm-hmm.
Renee Good.
Yeah.
When they gunned her down, because it was the whole thing was very reminiscent. It triggered black folks because of the simple fact we've seen that before.
This is we've been here, guys.
Where we've been there. And so it's just like it wasn't when we saw that, we were just like, oh shit. Like not because we didn't think it wasn't gonna happen. We were just like, hold up. Like this is happening, like y'all see this? I mean, we would tell y'all this. Like they do this. And we're just like, it's not just to us.
No. And they really have no system on how they round them up. They're just basically
reacting.
Yeah, and we've been here, guys, with the 80s and the 90s. We've been here. Remember when it was the no frisk law for us? You just randomly shake down people
for no reason
and detain them.
Yep. I mean, it was.
But
it
because
was wild.
They don't know our history.
No, they
never understood that America was never great, and this is where we're at.
This is where we're at.
They voted against their best interests.
They voted against their best interests.
They've never been here before.
And it was just like, and they saw for the first time, they saw a white woman, and this white woman was, and also I found out, what I also found out today about, I didn't tell you this, she was on the ICE watch list for activists. She was on their list.
So they basically sorted her out.
They sorted her out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing that people like. When I heard that, I said, "That is wild."
Well, we already know it's a lot with that, but
yeah.
this is why we here. It in 2001 term, he showed y'all what it was, and y'all never paid attention to it.
Yeah, and watching this episode too is just like the fact that they're literally using the Latino community to do it. To
round up their own people.
I was just like, sorry. It's just, I didn't realize how, I'll say this. I didn't realize how far back the Latino community was than us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially with that colorism.
Yeah, I was just like, wow. I'm like, you all are this far back?
That's because they haven't experienced what we have with our Americans.
Mm-hmm.
See, they were in countries where they did have colorism, but it was colorism amongst their own people. So, for example, it was like my skin lighter, da 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 da. They never experienced it from the white perspective.
No.
Until they got over here, and then they realized, oh, how whitey does racism.
Yeah, they want.
It's way different than you doing it to your own people.
Right.
And that's what we've been trying to tell y'all. How whitey does racism is on a whole nother level.
They don't get it. And so it's just like...
They're starting to see now. Y'all always just thought, oh, your door, your victims. Now you're seeing how whitey does racism. And ain't no victim. Snatching you from your kids. Detaining your kids in another detention center. Another jail facility as yourselves. And you don't even know where you are. And all you was doing
they can't do that to us.
All you was doing is working.
They can't do that to us.
Oh, playing victim now.
Yeah, who's playing victim now? Because it's just... And you getting rounded up by people that look like you, sound like you.
We told you. Once our little boys say anything, they're in a detention center. We told you. We tried to tell you how they do it. You never listened. You never listened.
Nope. I mean, the Latino community is paying for it now. I was like, you all are paying.
It was never a victim.
Y'all are paying for it because of the simple fact that most of your men now, like I looked up the demographics.
Mm.
It's like the Latino community. It's just like they definitely contributed to him being in office.
Mm-hmm.
And still overwhelmingly, it was still white. It was white people. It was white men and white women. They put him in office mostly, and then the Latino. It was like the Latino men. Latino men. Yeah.
It was Latino men. This is how I feel. We already knew the white people was putting them in office because they're losing their control and power. That was always evident. The one thing about this election is they knew they couldn't just win with the white vote. That was the problem. Against an overwhelming majority of the black men and women. So they pandered to the Hispanic community, which vote could overthrow ours. The whites could never overthrow ours. We had majority. We already knew where they were going.
It could swing.
They could never swing the election.
They knew they could swing with the Latino votes.
And that's what they did. And they pandered to them.
Yep.
And they took the bait. And that's why.
Yep.
Whites were never going to put Trump in office. They needed Hispanics.
To help.
And once again, these pasties do what they always do. They are good with this. I swear they got that secret society book on how to maintain oppression. They pandered right to the Hispanics. Got all these people to vote just within. Yo, he wasn't even sworn in, and ISIS fucking was sworn in. It was November. It was like November 29th after the election, and he won. He wasn't even sworn in because you're not sworn in until January, and ISIS was already in your homes. In the meantime, we kept telling you, but you never heard us.
No, you didn't want to.
Y'all victims. You're lazy. You don't know how to work. All that. You never listened, and we told you America was never great.
Nope.
And it'll never be great.
Nope.
As long as pasties have.
Nope.
The power.
Nope. And you all never listened to us.
Never did.
You never listened to us, and now you all are now the Latino community is, sitting there trying to get in our good graces now.
It is sad because, look
we
at
told
this
you
documentary and like these families and these children, and then it was. We told you, but like they were walking down and they were being escorted to the detention center, and you got these little kids with their hands up, being arrested. We told you. We told you.
We told you.
Because, every time I looked at that, I felt sadness in my heart. And you know what it brought me back to? Watching my little boys and girls. Same way. We told you. We told you, bro.
We told y'all.
This is sad.
It is. It's pathetic. And it's just like, I was just like, I don't want to hear. It was just like, for me, I was just like, I don't want to sit here and hear about like, don't sit here and bring us into any of this.
Yo, it is all your people.
It's all y'all's
ain't
people.
Even there detaining y'all.
It's your own people.
It's your own people.
Latinos, you Latinos love linking up with the pasties.
Yeah, it's y'all in the pasties that's rounding up y'all own people.
Yep.
It wasn't us.
And
I'm proud of y'all black people staying out of this.
No, most of us are staying out of that.
We're not even doing it morally for a check, because he was like, but, you just gotta do what you gotta do. That's life. So you gotta make money off of deporting people and splitting up families.
That look like you. That literally look like you.
You got the opportunity from what your Willa has done for you.
Right.
Like, the irony of that.
It's very white. Because they want to be white again. I'm not going to sit here and stray away from this. These brown people want to be white so bad.
Only natives here is Native Americans and blacks. Because them the two people, one of them was born here, and one of them never asked to be over here. We never willingly came over here and on the boat and said we coming. Nobody else deserves to be here. And nobody has any right to tell anybody where to go on this earth, because it is our God-given right to lie in the land we choose when we're born.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody don't own shit.
No. Don't own anything. This
is sad.
No, it's pathetic.
The pasties.
The pasties.
The fact that y'all conquered, destroyed, and sit there and abolish whole nations, lands, and cultures, and then y'all didn't say another individual can't enter. The caucasity.
Yes. Always the caucasity. It's ridiculous. And
wow, I don't get it.
I mean, I don't get it, but it's just like, the Latino community, I was just like, to show just like how with the proximity to whiteness, who
it is our land. You don't belong here. Are you kidding me?
Thank you, Jose Rodriguez. Thank you, Jose Rodriguez. Coming from Jose Rodriguez. With a USA cap. You saw that? You remember that guy?
Yo, we was like, whoa, what?
What are you talking about? With this USA cap, Donald Trump in the background of his office of a thing of Donald Trump. Like, are you kidding me right now? Are you, like, fucking kidding me?
Wow.
Like, this, like, no, seriously. How fucking dare you? You are not a white man. Your proximity to whiteness is disgusting. You know who I think about when it comes to proximity to whiteness and when it comes to Latino culture?
What?
You know who I think about?
What?
Automatically?
What?
MLB Hall of Famer Sammy Sosa.
Mm.
If you have anybody seen Sammy Sosa today?
Yo.
Have you seen Sammy Sosa?
I have. I was like, what?
How?
He had that.
How?
He had that.
How?
Michael Jackson.
No, he did not. He bleached his skin. He bleached.
I seen that. I said, did he have
No.
Michael Jackson condition?
No, he did not.
That is nasty.
Sammy Sosa was a beautiful black Dominican baseball player.
Handsome.
Handsome.
Now he look like an uncooked chicken.
He looks crazy.
With like some big pink lips.
He looks horrible. He looks absolutely terrible. He can't even come into the MLB community because it's like they don't even invite. You notice they haven't invited him to anything.
Because, bro,
you look crazy.
I think he by how much he bleached himself, just him being in the sun is probably detrimental.
It's crazy. he thinks he's a white guy, and you know that's what it, like the colonialism within the Latino community is being like a brown or black person. That's what it does. The delusions, the delulus.
God.
And it's just like, and I see these men that were over there. They were all delusional as hell. These men were delusional.
Oh snap! I just came to a revelation.
What's up?
So, you know that we got Venezuela, right?
Yeah.
And we have a lot of. It's been stories that Venezuelans are not happy about the overtaking that Trump has done, but the reports of the Venezuelans that are supportive are the ones that are in like Miami and that are really not living in actually Venezuela. Now, this is my revelation. Maybe they're happy about Trump coming over there, the ones that are actually in America. It's because they want to stay over here and they think by Trump going over there conquering the president will give them citizenship for them to be here.
Mm.
And that's why we all see them saying that they're happy about what Trump did. Oh, poor babies.
You see me? I saw you look at me over here. Y'all don't see me looking at her when she said, I was like. The way I wish y'all could have seen the way I was looking at her when she said it, because she realized looking at me, she was like, oh baby. You like that? Because I was listening to you, I'm like, yeah, it was something, yeah.
Oh, y'all not thinking like that.
But you were realizing, look at me, I'm like,
As Puerto Ricans.
They thinking about they thinking like that. They thinking like that.
As Puerto Ricans, we ain't even helped them when they got disaster, like hurricane disaster for relief.
And they're citizens.
They have no.
And they're citizens.
And they have no rights to vote in our election.
And they're citizens.
So that knocks that off out the board.
And they're citizens. That's the fucked up thing. They're citizens.
As Puerto Ricans,
They can't even vote in our elections unless they live over here on the mainland.
They still can't if they have the Puerto Rican citizen. They have to have the actually American citizen.
Yeah, but no,
yeah. If they have that dual citizenship, they still cannot vote.
In
our current elections. Yeah, whether they live over here or not, they have the option to live in both places. That's what the dual citizenship gives them. But no matter what, they can't vote in our current elections. So guys, Puerto Ricans had no help in this actually Hispanic fight.
Not because if it was the case,
they can't vote.
Because if we don't count their votes. They're not included in our elections.
Yeah, they're not included in our elections, even though they're part of the United States.
They're citizens.
Yep. So
they're
go
citizens.
Look at it. Just because you're part of the United States, they have
territory.
Yes. The United States territories, there is certain restrictions for these places, and one of them is you cannot vote in the current elections. Puerto Ricans did not have no fight in this Hispanic.
And if they were able to vote, trust me, our country would be in a very different place if they were able to vote.
I think so, because they understand what us. Like I said, that last hurricane, we did not even give them any relief.
Hmm.
But that's funny because we went ahead and gave $41 million to where, but we ain't even give them a relief, and that's a territory. But that's a different.
That's a different discussion.
That's a different podcast.
Definitely a different podcast. But watching episode 2 of Immigration Nation, I can just say I'm disgusted. I am absolutely horrified that Latinos are this deeply entrenched in white supremacy. Y'all need to check that shit. For real.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that as a black person. Sorry, we can't help y'all with that. Y'all need to check y'all need to check your people and why your people are so wanting to be so close to proximity to whiteness. Your proximity to whiteness is even more detrimental even to us as black folks.
You have no idea how white racism is.
Yeah.
You experience colorism in your community, but you don't know this. This is next type level shit.
No, you don't get it. Y'all don't get it. For y'all to be all that entrenched.
They are systematic. They use laws to keep your ass down. This is about to be interesting. Here we go.
Yes, it's going to be very interesting. Get ready for episode 3, y'all.